The supported living scheme is run across Devon. It's for young people from the ages of 16 and 18. And they go to live with a host. It can be for a month, it could be for a year, it could be for however long until you're independent enough to live independently. I was going through really bad times with my mum, so I went down to get some counselling from the centre. And my counsellor told me about living with host family because she knows that me and my mum was going through a really bad patch. The first thought of host family was like, nah, I don't want to go into anything like that. I want to stay living at home with my mum. But when I finally did go to live with host family, it was so much better because now me and my mum have got a better bond and I couldn't ask for anything better than that. You live in a normal house with normal people. The people that you go to live with, they try and meet your needs as much as they can. You have your own room. They're just like your parents, they care for you and they want the best for you. They're normal people that are going to help you to become independent and they support me in whatever I'm going to do in life. They always want to have a conversation with you. They are lovely people. They do a lot for me actually. They really help me through college. Yeah, they do. They give me a lot of support. Just, they're not your real family. It's not all good. There are some bad things. You know, you have to manage your own money, you have to budget. You do get money, but it's not a lot to live on. It is really difficult because you have to go out, you have to buy your own. If your shoes break or if something breaks, you have to go out and buy it yourself. You can't just go and ask your host to buy it for you. You've got to do that all yourself with the little bit of money that you're on. If you are looking to go into a supported living scheme, it's not just an easy way out. There is rules. You have to be in at a certain time, you've got a curfew, you're not allowed people to stay over, but you're allowed to go and stay at somebody else's house, but you have to let them know where you are. If you are not back at a certain time and you haven't contacted them, they will report you as a missing person. You have your own room, you have your own space. They're not allowed to go into your room unless they know there's something really bad happened. You know, they have complete respect for your space. We have dinner at the table every night. If I don't have dinner at the table, I'll text them and I'll say I won't be in. I'll sit in the living room and I'll watch TV with them. We watch films, we sit and we chat. It is really important to communicate with your host because if you don't really feel at home. You can't really go and talk to them when something's wrong. And then you bottle everything up and it gets worse. So communicating with your host is very, very important. I see my SLS support worker once a week who helps me with like budgeting, finance issues. I meet up with her on a weekly basis to talk about how it's going back at my host back at home. She helps me out with getting to college. She helps me fill out forms that I have to do for college as well. Comes to have a look at my bedroom to see if it's clean. Helps me do PHUs, which is practical housing unit, which later on is going to help me get a flat. She supports me in loads of different kinds of ways. What's good about PHUs is you get a certificate at the end which you can show your landlord and you know a bit more about how to maintain a tenancy, food hygiene, and if you have electrical problems in your house, what to do, where to go to, contact your landlord, get it sorted, and health and safety one as well. The PHUs are good for when you do go in to live into a flat or a house. You've got more chance of getting that flat than most people because you've got practical housing units. So they are very important and they are actually worth something as well. Now being with a host, I've just got a lot of support out of living with host family. You don't feel like an outcast because You feel part of the family. It's not like you're intruding on somebody else's family, you are part of that family as well. And they try and help you be included as their daughter or their son or their grandchild or their granddaughter. So they are there for you. And you know, it's not like you're going to go and live with a host and you're not going to see your mum again, because you will. And you know, you're probably feeling scared about how you're feeling about living with a host, and it's not as bad as what it sounds. You know, that it's like being with your mates in your mate's house. So it's not as bad as what it sounds. It's really good.